Hello and welcome back. Today I'll be making a special type of video. The reason for that is, I'll show you right here, is because I've noticed that pretty consistently those viewing my videos, this is defined as their first time looking at my video. This is like the first few times and whatever. But this is the first time ever. And 91.7%, so about, I mean, it differs a bit what time frame, whatever. This is, as you can see, for the monthly audience. That means that almost everyone is watching my video for the first time, so to speak. And if you're watching a trading video for the first time, you might not have any idea what is going on and what I'm talking about, what the fuck I'm doing. Therefore, I have decided that making this video right here will be at least beneficiary to the majority of viewers. And for those that are my regular viewers, the Discord homies, what's up? Still rocking the shit cam. Haven't upgraded. Need to get that fixed. But anyways, jokes aside, I understand if it's very difficult and intricate and seemingly obscure, the whole thing with trading. Now that you're just starting off. I mean, when you're trading, you're used to seeing charts like this. Or like this. This is an old one, but yeah. Like this. This is what you're used to. Oscillators, different moving averages, and Fibonacci code, and all types of shit. And then you're looking at my charts. And it's not something you're used to seeing at all. This is what's called price action trading. If it wasn't for the 200 MA, which has been coded out when I leave the 1 day time frame. 1 day time frame means that a candle is 1 day. So when I hop down to the 12-hour, each one of these candles represent 12 hours. This one doesn't represent 12 hours because it hasn't closed yet. In 2 hours, it'll represent 12 hours. So 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours, 12 hours. And these are the time frames we trade on. The 1 day candles, the 12-hour candles, and the 8-hour candles. And we do so in a price action trading manner. Almost pure price action trading. But pure price action would be without the MA, quite possibly without SR areas. I mean, I don't see how SR areas makes it less price action, but because you'd still be imagining them in your head. You're just outlining what you're already thinking. So, I mean, whatever. Regardless, that is besides the whole fucking point. These charts are clean, and it is, in my opinion, a very simplified way of trading. This is a trade that was entered by people in my Discord. I don't know how many, at least a few. If you were in this one, you could have done a full. We don't do trades above 5%. You could have hit 5% on this one, done extensions, but I know it was in the middle of the night. And extensions are mandatory. Extensions are talking about TP, which is your take profit. Okay? So let's get back to the price action trading part. Like, what the fuck does that mean? In its core essence, right? Price action is all about reading candles. If you're looking at this chart right here, we're looking for specific types of candles. Let me outline it right here. Not just draw it. No, I mean, not just point at it. Sorry. Areas like these, where price shows indecision. The candle doesn't have strong upward, which is bullish, or strong downward, bearish momentum, but rather it mixes hitting with what we have defined as here being a resistance area, an area filled with volume of buy orders that we anticipate to push the price up if certain criteria are met. Let me remove these again. So back to the indecision candle. We look at these hitting SR areas, rebounding off of those, and going up to new areas where we see new action or new reaction, you could call it. And we also do something called breakouts. This was a posted breakout trade. It was posted in Discord, in a few videos in the past. And because 90% of people are watching this for the first time, we have been doing pretty well. I've only been recording stats since I started recording videos in July. And since then, I've done 10, 12, 14, 10.1, 11.15, and 12.2%. December isn't over, but when I hit 10% or more, I don't enter more trades. So I call it quits there. That, you might ask why, like what the fuck? Don't you want to earn more money? That's a topic for another time, because or else the video will be 40 minutes long. If we go to another pair, as you can see, it is the same thing. We are about reading candles, seeing how they react to areas of price, and making assessments of that with safeguards in place. This one seems to not have materialized. I can actually remove this one from the whole list. But for example here, price has hit what we consider a resistance area. It has shown indecision, and we're waiting for that indecision to be broken below this candle right here, so we can then make a trade based off of that. That's the security mechanism to make sure that we have selected correct resistance or support areas. Try to think of it this way. Resistance is something that's stopping price. It's blocking it, right? Get down, bro. While support is helping it back up. That's a little mnemonics. Yeah, they're called mnemonics. Mnemonic tip to help you memorize these things. And that is the totality of the trading strat. Not just the indecision candles, but the price action trading momentum of it, or aspect of it, it would be a better word. We read candles, you get better at reading candles, understanding candles, why they move, what is going on, other risk factors. When we start to extrapolate on the whole strategy, which has about 83-4% win rate, when we extrapolate on that, we use other factors. We do some headline risk, looking at other things, but that is something you learn as you go along the way. I just wanted to make this video for those that are new and have never watched before and don't know what I'm doing. And also, very importantly actually, is if you've made it this far, I'm not selling anything. If you hop in my Discord, there are no courses, mentorships, affiliates, sponsors. There aren't ads on the YouTube videos. There is fuck all monetization. I make these videos as sort of a trading journal. I'm already a profitable trader, and I have been for quite a while now. I'm getting pretty old. I've been profitable since I was 18, and I'm almost 27. So 9 years of profitability, which has spared me of being coerced into the labor market It has given me liberty, and it has overall given me something I'm satisfied with. I do what I want, more or less. Not exactly what I want, but in terms of being where I want, not having a boss, those types of things. Now, let's look a little bit more into it. Here. We read these candles, we draw to the best of our abilities, and for a period like this, it can look very confusing because, like, well, how can you make a trade off of this? Well, you can't. We do it to the best of our abilities, and then throughout the week, we will usually find a few pairs that are available. And every day I'll go through the list, not every day, but most days I'll go through the list, most market days. And off of that, we'll make potentials, we'll review the potentials. I'll do it in the videos to see if they check my potentials list. Sometimes they get thrown off, sometimes they stay. And then if they stay, we see if they develop into what could be good setups that we enter with our money. And if you're coming from a place of, yo, fuck you, you know, you're ugly as shit and your camera sucks and yeah, TA is just astrology, right? You can say that. You can make that argument because of how unprofitable most traders are. However, what is undisputable here is the decade-long consistency of win rates, decade-long profitability, and decade-long functionality of the strat. Even when I was losing money, it wasn't because of my strat that I developed myself. It was more or less because of me being immature, gambling, blowing accounts. That's the psychological approach. We go into that as well throughout my videos. We go through all of that. And we go through the intricacies of learning how to read these candles, understanding this momentum, understanding trends for drawing ranges. We don't do trends, but understanding it for drawing ranges, for setting RR, as it's called, risk reward, how much you stand to gain from your potential loss. So if, for example, you have a 2R on a $100 trade, you stand with $100 exposure on the trade, you stand to lose $100 and you can gain 200 if that's your 2R. So 1.5R, you stand to gain $150. That's how we do it. And I think that covers most of it. I've wanted to make one of these videos, these very, very trimmed down, basic, just explaining for beginners what we're doing in this channel. Because as I can imagine, it can be quite overwhelming if you just hop into the channel and you see all this terminology used. Oh, that's a CRWT, hop in that and, you know, set a stop order for that. XP, close one day. Like, candle talk, reading, all this terminology, mumbo jumbo. It's stuff you get used to. And it doesn't really take that long. The longest part of adapting when you're trading, in my opinion, is the psychological aspects. All of them. First, the most important one being not emotionally invested into trades at all. That's the biggest fucking mistake. For me, myself, I don't give a shit if I lose or win a trade. If I lose 5 in a row, if I win 5 in a row, it doesn't fucking matter. It's just statistics adding up and probabilities. 84% win rate. What's the chance of winning 10 trades in a row? That's going to happen. What's the chance of losing 10 trades in a row? That's going to happen. Because I'm trading all year long, year after year after year after year. This is also completely manual. This is my fucking voice. There's no AI involved in this. AI has been a big thing in trading since before ChatGPT, since before the AI revolution. Banks have been onto it, and it has been dominant, very dominant. Around 90% of traders so are, or more, 92, 95, it kind of depends on the pair, are done by AI. And those AIs are competing against each other. And you might ask, why is he talking about AI and shit now? Because AI has, in my experience, from what I can observe, made trading easier. The more AI that has come throughout the years into the trading market, not that it has changed much in the last 5 years or so, because it's already saturated. The AI has just been adjusted a little bit. The AI is not designed to trade how we trade, and it also is designed to register volume from other institutional traders, which is also likely going to be AI. At least AI steered. So, with this said, I also want to say that it is quite hard for me to get the whole gist of what people struggle with when they're new. I understand, of course, that it can be a bit overwhelming looking at these charts and confusing and candle reading and all that kind of stuff. I mean, even profitable people in my Discord struggle with it. So I completely understand. But beyond that, it is something, a video I wanted to make because of all the new viewers. And it seems to be consistent, which means that it's new viewers. So I'm assuming people hop onto these videos, watch for a little bit, think, what the fuck is this? And then hop off. So I hope with this video, it gives you some clarity of what I'm doing here. And it allows you to perhaps delve deeper into it. Now that you've seen the simplicity in my strategy. It's very simple to get into it, but to master it, I would say, can be quite challenging. I'd say very challenging, actually, but you don't have to master it to be profitable. And that's the whole point of it. So, with all that said, again, I hope that clarifies things for a lot of people. I hope it gives some motivation to new traders that are watching this. I hope it's something you can appreciate to gain more interest in. And if you want to dwell further into that, I got a Discord that you can hop in. That's linked in the description. Oh yeah, he liked my idea, yeah, for this video right here. So hopping in the Discord, it's free. All videos are posted there. Some beginner guides are there. Here's a good way to get set into the this is the revised one. To get set into the strategy. I mean, again, there's nothing paid here. I'm not gonna sell you anything. Neither is no one else. Look at the rules, bro. Don't try to sell anything. If you do instant KGB purge, you're gone. So, Ruinous Strat terminology. The reason I call it the Ruinous Strat is because I made this strategy myself. This is my name. My name is Runa. And this is the terminology I use. And in this beginner guide, there is a lot of good material for beginners to use. So, if you're interested in this, I would recommend hopping in the Discord. You can also ask questions. I'm there chatting with people. It's not overcrowded, anything like that. It's not my goal either. Here I made a very nice little beginner list for people where you can read through when doing something called classic reversals. Starting from, am I emotionally invested into this trade? If you are, fuck off. And can I walk away right now? If the answer is no, then you shouldn't be trading. So we got some interesting stuff going on, and I hope to see some of you there, because the reason behind this as well, I'll explain that, is because when you have a trading community, when you're surrounded by people that want to improve their conditions, they want to be more entrepreneurial, they want to stop being a fucking wagey, people that are always hustling and trying to make money, it also makes you more productive as well. So this is not some completely altruistic thing. It helps me as well when I'm surrounded by other traders or just generally motivated people that ask me questions and are involved and invested into it and look and ask me, yo, what's this, and what's this? And it makes me think as well. And it sort of reintegrates me into my old rules and those principles that have made me profitable. It makes me think about them again, so that they get more ingrained in me and it sort of becomes practice to me. It's more fresh in my mind, and I've noticed that it makes me a better trader as well. And with that, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. If you're one of those 91%, I don't know what the percentage is gonna be for this fucking video. I don't know. Fuck knows, bro. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you did like the video, my Discord is gonna be linked in the description, and I hope to see you in there. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.